Madonnas, back again today with another video. And in today's video, I am super excited, you guys, because one, this is highly requested, and two, I've been dying to play with this palette. So in today's video, we are going to be using the new Morphe X Nikita Dragun palette. I love Nikita Dragun. You guys, I support my fellow influencers, and honestly, I feel like as far as packaging and just the whole display, the color story, Nikita really bodied this palette. Like, she really bodied it. So yeah, this is the eye look that I came up with the palette. I obviously was inspired by the colors of the front. So this is what the actual palette looks like, but the unicarton does look like this. I love that she just put Nikita right there on the front. That way every bitch and their moms know that this is her palette, okay? Period. And then she also did a little anime figure of her in the back, which I think is super cute, with a cute little message. So I'm definitely keeping this, you guys. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. Absolutely stunning, you guys. There's like literally an endless amount of looks you could create with this. You could literally go off with this palette. So I feel like she gave us a huge variety of different shades. Also in today's video, I did use the brushes as well that also did come with the collection. So comment down below what you guys think of this look. I am obsessed, you guys. I still can't even believe like the color combination and how well like everything went together. Shout out to everybody who requested this video. Y'all were going off as soon as Nikita and Morphe launched this. Y'all were like, Leslie, we need you to use that. So this is the video. I hope you guys do enjoy. Definitely give this video a big thumbs up if you guys like makeup tutorials, and definitely hit that subscribe button before you go. And y'all already know what to do. Keep on watching, and until next time, guys, bye. All right, prima donnas, let's get it. So first things first, my brows are already on just to save us some time, and I wanted to show you guys some close-ups of the brush set and the palette. So this is the eye brush set. This is a 7-piece Morphe brush set. So you do get 7 eye brushes, and one of the brushes are actually duo-ended, so you do kind of like get a nice duo-ended eyebrow brush. So this is the palette, the packaging, and the back of the palette. But you guys, I was obsessed with the actual palette packaging. You guys, Nikita bodied this. Like I said, like she really went off on this. So this is what the palette looks like up close, and I didn't even realize that one of the neutral shades are actually named Prima Donna, so I definitely got to use that in the next look. So yeah, I wanted to do some swatches just in case you guys were curious of what that pressed glitter looked like, as well as that blue purple shade that looks kind of like marble. So the one at the top is that blue purple shade, and then the one at the bottom is just that pretty purple like glittery shade. Really nice. So I wanted to just do some swatches. I did one eye off camera just so that way I can know more or less what I'm doing. So moving on, I am going to prime my eyes with the Louise base in the shade Rumor 2, and I am going to tap that in with a small buffing brush. This brush is from Morphe, but I'm not sure the number. And another little trick that I've been liking to do is take a tiny little sponge. This one is from e.l.f. I got this in a little trio pack, and I've been actually pushing in the base, making sure that all of the creases are nice and gone. So if you guys have the Louise bases, definitely try the sponge. So the first shade that I'm going into is the shade Rosingon. I hope I'm saying that right, but it's just that really pretty blue shade. And I'm taking this on one of the eye brushes. I am actually using the N5 brush that came with the collection. So this brush is more or less like a flat blending brush. It was perfect for just packing on the color right there into my outer crease. As you guys can see, I'm not taking this all the way into my entire crease. I'm more or less focusing this more on the outer parts. Now I'm going to take the shade Baby Boy, and I'm going to use that to blend out that first shade. So I'm not switching the brush for right now. I am using that same brush just to get all of, you know, the colors nice and on. But then I am now going to switch into the N4 brush, which is more of a fluffier brush, as you guys can see, and I'm gonna really diffuse that. I'm going back into the first brush that we were using, and we're basically just gonna repeat the same steps. I like to do my eye looks in layers. That way I ensure that there is the most pigment, and you know, they come out the best. Now I'm going in with the shade Shigo, which obviously is my favorite shade of the palette. You guys know I am a sucker for green. And you guys, this green was beautiful. It was not chalky. It was not weird. It just went on so nicely. So I'm actually stamping it on first just so that way I could put the color exactly where I want it. And I'm going back in with that same N4 brush and just making sure that that's nice and blown out. Do not be scared to take your colors all the way to your brow, girl. I love using up all of my eye space, so definitely take advantage of your eye space. Now I'm going in with that beautiful purple, which is the shade Mama Dragon, and I'm focusing this more on my outer corner. Ooh, girl, there goes my grandma back pains. But anyway, moving on, I'm gonna actually diffuse this onto our outer corner and make sure this is nice and smoky. So this is the only brush that is not part of the brush set. This is another Morphe brush. So yeah, it's just a tiny little crease brush. So I'm actually just stamping it on first, but as you can see, I'm actually moving my brush in little tiny circular motions. So what I'm trying to do here is blend that purple into that blue. And what I loved about this look is that when you actually mix the purple and the blue together, it kind of created like a darker blue. So it actually looks like there is another shade in my crease when it's not. It's literally just the blue and the purple mixed together. And I thought that that was so beautiful, you guys. Another thing, like I said, I'm super picky with my purple eyeshadows. And one thing that I will say is that this palette, especially the purple, was gorgeous, you guys. Like so far, none of the shades were patchy and ashy. And you guys know sometimes Morphe palettes be hit or miss. But so far, the formula in this palette is really, really good. So now I'm going back in with my Louise base, and I'm not doing a cut crease. What I'm doing is kind of like opening up my eyelid again, because with all the blending, some of our shades did get onto my lid, and I just want to make sure that that's nice and bright. So now that I got my lid all opened up, I am now going to set that with the shade Sakura. I don't know. And yes, you guys, this shade was like a bubblegum pink, super beautiful, you guys, but it was very faint, so you have to make sure that you're really packing it on, which is also why I did use the Louise base, so that way I had something to stick to. Now I'm going in with that tiny little shader brush from the collection, and I'm just marinating that baby pink with that purple on the lid and making sure that there's no harsh lines. And last but not least, I am going to brighten up my inner corner with that beautiful silver white shade called Nick. And you guys, that was just like the finishing touch of this look. Okay, so last step for the eyes, I'm going to go into the shade Mama Dragon again, and I'm actually going to use this to tightline my lash line. I just wanted some smokiness right along the lashes, and also just so that way my lashes kind of have like a background, and it does add a little like smoky effect to the look. So now for lashes, I'm going to take these Jolie lashes in the style Speechless. I'll have them linked on my IG. And boom, with the power of editing, the lashes are on. And girl, these lashes are so popping, you guys. I love them. So moving on to the face, I wanted to keep the face products nice and affordable because this is a Morphe video. So I want you guys to kind of have all of the same price range. So I am going to go in with primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I love this, you guys. It's so good. And I also am going to use the NYX Bear With Me Sativa Cannabis Primer Spray. I like to use this to also add just a little bit more hydration because I am going to be going in with a little foundation mixture, and one of the foundations is matte. So for my mixture, I am going to be taking the Morphe 2 Skin Tint with the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Foundation. So the Maybelline one is more of a super matte finish, which is why I love to mix it in with the Morphe 2 Skin Tint. If you guys have never tried this combo, you are definitely missing out. The Morphe 2 Skin Tint is more of like a dewy finish, so it just adds the perfect mix with that Maybelline Superstay, you guys, and this lasts all day. Like, it is so good, but it definitely does look like skin because of the skin tint from Morphe, you guys. Is just such a beautiful combination. So yeah, definitely try it out. And I'm also blending in my foundation with the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, which is also affordable, so definitely check out the sponge as well. Is bomb, girl, I'm telling you. So this is what the foundation looks like I said, super pretty and flawless. So now I'm gonna quickly contour. Of course, nothing new here with my Juvia's Place foundation stick in the shade Abidjan. You guys, I just can't get enough of this, but I'm honestly tired of using the same product in every single video. It's just so good, and it's honestly just my favorite contouring stick at the moment. So yeah, gotta snatch that nose one time for the one time real quick, and then I'm going to conceal these under eyes, and for that I am using my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, which is also an affordable product. Obviously everything in this video is affordable, like I said, so I don't even know why I keep repeating myself, but yeah, you guys get the point. And I also am going to set that with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, another product that I cannot get enough of, you guys. It is just so good. Like, I love it. Really quickly, I am just going to add a little bit more contour because when I do blend out my concealer, I notice that, you know, my contour can fade a bit with the blending. So I do like to add that step really quickly. I just incorporated that into my routine, and it definitely does make a difference in my contour. So yeah, I like to press my powder into my under eyes. I don't necessarily like to bake because I am more on the drier skin side. So yeah, I'm also going to pick up a little bit of that powder as well just to set my entire face because I don't really have an affordable face powder. But anyway, moving on to bronzer, I am going to take this AM, this is the Medium Vibes face palette from Morphe, and I am going to take that first contour shade and I'm going to use this to set my cream bronzer. You guys, I love this palette so much. If you guys are looking for an affordable face palette that has blushes, contour, highlights, everything, I highly recommend this one. So this is the AM, which stands for medium. They do have a light, medium, and dark. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So yeah, I did go a little harsh with my contour, so I had to clean it up just a bit. And with that same face palette, I am going to mix both of the blush shades together just to pop that onto my cheeks, you guys. And as you can see, this palette is really pretty. I just love blush so much. If you don't wear blush, sis, I don't know what you doing. But anyways, moving on to the lower lash line, I am going to take this ColourPop cream gel liner in, I'm not sure the shade, I'll leave it in the description box, but it is a like lime green shade. And I'm also going to blow out the blue shade that we used in our crease. And I'm going to run that on our lower lash line as well as the green. So you want to basically do everything we did to the crease to the bottom. And then on my outer corners, I did just pop a little bit of the purple. Alright, you guys, so my eyes were dying to dip into that pressed glitter shade, which is the shade Matrix. So I decided to pop that onto my inner corner just for one final last touch of this eye look. And you guys, it just went so good because every color that was in the glitter was honestly on my eyes anyway. So it just went so good. And in person, you guys, that glitter was popping. So anyways, moving on to highlighter, I am going to take this bperfect. This was in collaboration with Stacey Marie. This is their Get Wet highlighters, and I wanted to use this one because it is a pinky purple shade that I just thought went so good with the eyes. Yes, you guys, I've been into colored highlighters lately. Like, I definitely want to branch out and get more because they're definitely a vibe. So last but not least, to finish off this look is the lips. I am going to take the Morphe Love Bite lip pencil, which is a beautiful neutral shade. So I'm using that to line my lips, and then I'm also going to use the liner to completely fill them in. And then for the center of my lips, I did decide to come up with my own little concoction. So I did use two of my Louise bases in the shade Rumor Zero and Winter Rose, and I did just create a beautiful light pink shade that more or less matched like my lid shade, and I wanted to pop that right into the center of my lips. You guys can definitely use the Louise bases for anything because they're honestly just like cream paints. So this is my first time actually using them on my lips, and they worked really nicely. Don't get me wrong, they were a little bit drying, but I always do put moisturizer on my lips every time I start off my tutorials anyway. So yeah, and then last but not least, I did just add a little bit of gloss. This is the Confetti Gloss from Fenty. And you guys, I love this because it does have little purpley glitters in the gloss, so it just tied in with the eyes so nicely. So that was the lip combo. And then for setting spray, I am going to take the Morphe Luminous setting spray just to completely lock this look in, and of course to add a nice glow to the skin. And then taking my mini fan just to make sure that's all nice and dry. And you guys, do you see that highlight? Oh my god, I am so obsessed with this whole entire look. But anyways, let me fix my hair and really give you guys the completed look. So this is the final look, you guys. I am obsessed. My final thoughts on the Nikita Morphe Dragun palette. It's definitely worth it. I say cop it. So thank you guys for all the love on this look on IG. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, guys, bye. And I'm in a pink lip, like, bitch, never. What the fuck? Living for this look. Like, I love it. Like, I fucking did that. Okay. Oof. Oh, that looks so good. Oh.